Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at some pre-market action. Jump right into the charts right here. Uh, so early this morning, AMC, Gamestop, yesterday afternoon into this morning, their squeezes continue. So right here, this chart, it's Gamestop, 5-minute Gamestop chart from yesterday. Right, the rise aftermarket yesterday got all the way up to 249, didn't want to break 250, pulled back to the moving average, stayed up. And then early this morning, 2-3 a.m. increases up another $100. Now we're pulling back down into the previous range, 250, 200, stair stepping down. But I don't think this squeeze is anywhere from over, and I think a lot of people would agree with that, just with the short interest on it alone. And news came out too that Melvin Capital supposedly exited their position short, and they took a $2.7 billion loan to stay solvent. So, and if the price is up this high, you'd have to expect that they'd probably will be jumping back in, but who's to know that? So just looking at a little bit long term, 5 minutes. So we have respected the 200-day moving average here, got up higher, somewhat rejected 50, so we could be oscillating in here, but still pre-market volume is quite a bit higher from yesterday. As you can see down here on the bottom, the blue uh, bars indicate volume, so still about 100,000 per 5 minutes, which is far above yesterday. But as you can tell, as soon as the market opens, going to get a huge influx of volume. So where could this go? Nobody knows. You'd expect that some people will be taking profits, so maybe we'll see price decrease on the open, find some support, move back up, or it could take off like a rocket. So this one, GameStop, I'll probably stay away until it possibly provides some level of support to risk off of. I won't be shorting it right now. I don't think that's the play until legitimate backside is or has formed. So we'll look at AMC now, because AMC has been steady moving up yesterday. So in the video I made on Monday, I talked about AMC possibly pulling back and respecting this 200-day moving average, right? So got down to 437, bounced right off of it midday. It's down in here midday, right? Big old hammer, big rejection, and the rest of the day moves on up. After hours, get a huge squeeze, straight gap up. Once futures turn back on, actually that's probably midnight, 1 a.m. So as soon as they started getting more trades, stay up. Sell off 4 a.m. 4 a.m. buyers come in and send this off like a rocket. This also was a low point on RSI. I don't have that on this chart, but RSI was down by 30, sends it up higher, get it pulled back into the 9, steady curving up. Here on the 5-minute, you can also see it on a smaller time frame. On the 1 minute here, curling into the 22 moving average, respecting it all the way up, get a little pullback, base into the 50, moving up. Where's the top on this one? I don't think anybody knows. I think everybody moving from GameStop now moving to AMC, and with Wall Street bets, they're just going to start hunting stocks that have high short interest. So that's what we're going to be seeing today. Like AMC's up, GameStop's up, Blackberry's still up. We'll look at that one next. Bed Bath Beyond. I saw Kodak was back up. If you know what's going on with Kodak and their the loans from the government previously, so there's a lot of targets for them to look at, especially AMC here, right? Previously just on a yearly high, so pre-market we're way above 52-week high 778. But if we go out 5 years, we got some targets. So you had a previous top here at $20, so that could be a target that people are looking at as resistance or something to break through. And once we break through that, we're Next stop's probably, what do you call that, 22, so $2 at a time, moving up. 28, moving up to all the way 34. So there are targets above that people will be looking at to take out. So how far this moves, we'll just have to see. So let's move back to 5-minute and go to Blackberry. So Blackberry, as you see, last night too, after hours got the squeeze, big pop in the morning, and then a huge sell-off from almost 25 down to 19. Find some base off of the close of yesterday around 19, and still in a downtrend. See if we'll break it here as it's rising right now at 6 a.m. But one thing this with the moves on Blackberry the last 2 days is that it's had some steady downtrend. So back on Monday, right, as soon as the backside was in, respected it, sold off. And if we look at yesterday's pre-market action, very similar today. Big pop right away, hits a high around 3 a.m. and then sells off. Get a little buying around 5:30 back, and then as soon as the market opens, downtrend, right? Downtrend holds, get the pop, stays under. So pretty good morning short action in here. So I'm personally looking for that to hopefully continue or have a similar move today. But this candle's looking pretty strong, so I'd still stay probably short bias on the open unless it breaks this 2150 mark, and then looking to go long off the top of this if it breaks through. With longer term chart, Blackberry way higher, very high, far away from its moving average. Let's go 3-year, nothing on that. 5-year, have to go all the way up to 10-year, right? So as a 10-year, you can see 2011 was the last time stock was that high, all the way up to 24.64. So we hit that pre-market today. So next target's 33 for the takeout, and then away she goes. And let's look at Bed Bath & Beyond. All right, so similar pre-market structure here. It's looking like it's already done what Blackberry's trying to do after it's consolidated, sold off, consolidated, and now moving higher. So to the Monday high, 47.73, couldn't break that out first thing in pre-market. So as this moves up, that's what most people will probably be looking at for it to take out. I think its short interest was around 60%, so this could still have a huge move higher. But so like something like this, if we can still get this run right here pre-market, it could take off right away, or it could pull back. So look for it to pull back and then buy off a base of support. So those are the 4 stocks that you'd call the Wall Street bets plays. Another mover this morning is Express, right? So they've gapped up this week as well, right? Made a move into the day Friday, high into Monday, pretty sideways consolidation day Monday, a little bit lower yesterday, and then off like a rocket pre-market right now. Just set a new high at $7. So look at a long-term chart, right? So way above anything that it's had previously in the last year. So last 3 years, even cleared that. If you can go up to 5 years, right? So we got some resistance, and we do have some resistance here in the $7 range, previous area of support. And then after that, $7 to $11. You can look at these as basically a machine gun as things get taken out. Could quickly move higher up in there, or we'll find a spot where prior price act has resistance and will send us back down lower. And I actually don't know the news that it is up on. Saw it's up. No, it's just still momentum from retail investor, so people are interested in it. So those are just some things that are moving pretty rapidly this morning. It's always a good idea to have the top gainers of the morning to look at as something to consider to play, but you need to have your risk level set and something to risk off of, a level to risk off of. So that's what I'm looking at this morning. Hope you got some for it. Hope you guys make a lot of money today. See you in the next one.